Anybody, please confirm.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So, clear है audio video? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we will be focusing on, let me share my screen for them. घबराना नहीं है इसमें आपको देख करके, ठीक है? So see, our focus, I mean our topic of discussion for today would be India and Central Asia relations, ठीक है? In the last few days, if you see, or in the even the months, I mean especially in the months of December and this, I mean the beginning of this week and this month is going to be, you can say, the so basically, I mean there are 2-3 contexts to this topic that why I am taking up this topic today for discussion, right? So the first and most important thing is that the recent one, I mean that the 5 heads of, I mean the Central Asia region है क्या पहले हम देखेंगे, but the context is that the heads of or the presidents of the 5 Central Asian republics would be the chief guest on our Republic Day. Fine. This is the first context. इससे थोड़ा पीछे जाएगा. So recently, in the last, I mean this week of December, our foreign minister had been to Central Asian regions for Central Asia and India dialogue. Then, in the months of December only, in the last weeks only, what happened on one side, Pakistan called upon a meeting of this region, especially those who have a stakeholder, I mean those who are stakeholders in the Afghan peace process, or not even, I mean those who want this region to be, remain stable, right, and peaceful, especially as far as Asia is concerned, right? But in the meantime, there was a turning point for us that all the 5 regions or all the 5 countries of the Central Asian republics foreign ministers attended meeting on the same day in India instead of going to Pakistan. So again, this has some strategic relevance. We'll be discussing one by one, but for the time being, I mean these are broader context. If we go much little bit beyond to this or little behind to this, these happenings which took place in the recent times, all of you know what's going on in Afghanistan. Fine. Since Afghanistan, please don't look on this map. Yes, हम करेंगे, but just focus on understanding. Half an hour I will be devoting exclusively to understanding because this topic forms, I mean, the broader perspective of your international relations, and considering all the instabilities going on around India, I mean, I will be talking of lots of, I mean, I'll be taking up the names of different countries as well. Then we'll be taking up the different, I mean, we'll try to firstly build up, I mean, this broader, broader scenario which is going on surrounding India or the India's interests directly or indirectly aligned to the current happenings, be it your Afghanistan. We all know what kind of relations at present we have with Afghanistan, not Afghanistan, but Pakistan, and as well as Afghanistan, because since in Afghanistan, you all might be aware that the current dispensation which is Taliban, which has replaced a democratic elected government in Afghanistan in recent days. Recently, I mean the last year only, not complete 1 year, which is a few months back. So it also has certain implications for the India as well, for this geopolitical region including Central Asia as well, whatever has been unfolded in Afghanistan. Fine. Then the thing is why Central Asia and India is getting closer. Firstly, let's first of all have some brief intro about the Central Asian republics. So Central Asian republics, remember, these were the part of earlier Soviet Union. I hope all of you are aware about Soviet Union. Then Soviet Union disintegrated in 1991. Fine. So when Soviet Union disintegrated in 1991, then we, or the India, was one of the earliest nation, right, who approached, which approached Central Asian republics, these 5 region countries, be it your, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, then Kyrgyzstan, and one more, which one? Turkmenistan. So these are 5 Central Asian countries to which collectively we refer to as a CAR, that is Central Asian Republics or Central Asian region. Fine. Then after that, what happened that we were the initial, we were the only non-communist country to say, China is a communist country. So apart from, this communist or Islamic, because these all 5 countries are basically Islamic nations. Fine. So we were, the first ones to, open our consulate or services there. And alongside that, in 1993, during 93 to 95, then our then Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao visited out of 5, the 4 states except one, and that was Tajikistan. Fine. So it shows that how much importance we have been attaching, or we have been giving to these regions, and what are those regions, what are the reasons that we are giving this much importance, or Central Asia region as a whole has become over the time very, very important for us, right? So we'll be seeing that in a further, the way we proceed ahead. So we'll be discussing the objectives, the cause, why Central Asia is important for us, right? So there are lots of reasons for this, but so far, this introduction is concerned. So these are the regions that Afghanistan is unstable. We don't share good relations, good bonds with Pakistan currently. Then China is encircling India. Even this neighboring relations with neighbors, especially we lies in the South Asia. So our southern nations or the immediate nations, majority of the nations are getting, somewhat getting attracted to the, you can say, the debt trap diplomacy of China, right? Because China have both the military might as well as the economic might, and what China is doing today, you can see, in Andhra, the other day, every single day you find the news related to India-China relations, because in Arunachal Pradesh, China is building up some villages, then bridges, then always we find some, one or other day that we have some conflicts going on between the India and China. So China is somewhere encircling India. If later on in certain, when we'll be discussing, or in your higher lectures, be getting more, you'll be having more clarity about the India-China relations and how China is encircling India and what is the response of India with respect to China. Fine. So this is the background. So let's start, and as we proceed, we'll be further discussing of the things. So firstly, brief, the map. Firstly, see, this is a map of India. I hope it's visible, everybody. Yes, everyone is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, see, this is a map of Asia. Fine, because our center of discussion today is Asia, so that's why we have this map for Asia. So in Asia, you can see, Northern Asia kisko bolte, anybody? Anyone, any idea? Southern Asia, Northern Asia, East Asia, Northeast Asia, Southeast Asia, West Asia? Yes, anyone? Any idea? Muktika, Kalindi, Somit, Shri? Yes. Ashish?
No, sir.
Okay. किसी को भी कोई आइडिया नहीं? मोनिका, कनिका? Okay. So, like जब हम सेंट्रल एशिया की बात कर, जब हम एशिया एज अ होल की बात करते हैं एज अ कॉन्टिनेंट, देन सी मोस्टली द रीजन्स अबव चाइना, आई मीन दिस, अगर हम ये आपको लाइन दिख रही है कजाकिस्तान की, राइट? सो इसके ऊपर जब आप जाते हो मंगोलिया एंड रशिया, स्पेशली द रशियन फेडरेशन की जब हम बात करते हैं, रिमेंबर रशिया को हम यूरेशिया भी बोलते हैं बिकॉज रशिया लाइज इन बोथ द कॉन्टिनेंट्स, ईस्टर्न यूरोप एज वेल एज नॉर्थ एशिया, नॉर्दर्न एशिया, ठीक है? सो because of that this, especially the Russian Federation, forms a part of your northern Asia. Then central Asia में आपके ये regions आ जाते हैं टोटल, ये जो 5 countries मैंने बताया, स्पेशली जिसको हम सेंट्रल एशियन रिपब्लिक्स बोलते हैं, जिसके पीछे तान लगता है, रिमेंबर अफगानिस्तान के पीछे भी तान लगता है, पाकिस्तान के पीछे भी तान लगता है, but these 2 countries doesn't come under your Central Asian Republics. Central Asian Republics just is 5: Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, this Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan. Okay, so these 5 are collectively called Central Asian Republics. Okay, then in South Asia, our neighbors and we, like India, alongside your Pakistan, Afghanistan, then Nepal, Bangladesh. Fine. Then if you go further south ईस्ट, सबसे पहले ईस्ट पे आ जाते हैं, तो ईस्ट में आपके चाइना, कोरिया, देन जापान, ताइवान, ठीक है? ये सारा आपका ईस्ट आ जाता है, मंगोलिया से लेके यहाँ तक, ठीक? स्पेशली चाइना वाला एरिया जो आपने ध्यान रखना है, ठीक? उसके बाद हम फर्दर अगर साउथ ईस्ट की बात करें, साउथ इंडिया के रिस्पेक्ट में देखो आप, इंडिया इटसेल्फ इज इन सदर्न एशिया, सो अगर साउथ तो हम जा ही रहे हैं, साउथ के साथ ईस्ट अगर हम चले इससे, तो ये सारे आपकी कंट्रीज आ जाती हैं, लाओस, थाईलैंड, कंबोडिया, जिसको आप आसियान कंट्रीज बोलते हो, एसोसिएशन ऑफ साउथ ईस्ट एशियन नेशंस, कलेक्टिवली 10 कंट्रीज, ठीक है? ये सारी आ जाएंगी, लाओस, थाईलैंड, कंबोडिया, वियतनाम, फिलीपींस, मलेशिया, ठीक? सो देन फर्दर वेस्ट एशिया, बिकॉज़ वेस्ट एशिया इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस as far as our energy security is concerned, because we are highly dependent for our hydrocarbons imports, be it your petroleum, I mean petrol, diesel, so far, and even natural gas, ठीक है? So these are the West Asian nations, especially this Iran, Iraq, all this, ठीक है? Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman. So remember that आप लोगों के लिए होमवर्क है कि इस मैप को, आई मीन जो भी हम मैप सभी करेंगे, इसको जाकर दोबारा से अपने एटलस में शाम को रिवाइज कर लें, ठीक है? फाइन, तो ये सो फार एक ब्रॉडर आइडिया क्लियर है?
यस सर।
ओके,
यस सर।
चलो, तो हम थोड़ा सा और जूम इन करते हैं, लेट्स come back to India, and with respect to India, now we'll be focusing on, now we'll be locating where this country actually lies, ठीक है? So you can see India, then further if you go northwest, you have Pakistan, then Afghanistan, right? And then we have Turkmenistan, right? अगर हम further northwest जाते जाओगे आप, then अगर north की बात करो तो इंडिया के हेड पे देख सकते हो आप, north में first you have Tajikistan, then we have Kyrgyzstan, ठीक है? So this is how you need to remember, आपने याद रखना है कि तुर्कमेनिस्तान अगर नॉर्थ विद रिस्पेक्ट टू इंडियाज लोकेशन, अगर हम नॉर्थ में जाएं तो हमारे पास 2 तान आते हैं, दैट इज ताजिकिस्तान एंड किर्गिस्तान, फाइन। देन अगर आप वेस्ट जाओगे तो आपके पास 2 है नॉर्थ वेस्ट में, दैट इज तुर्कमेनिस्तान एंड उज्बेकिस्तान, एंड सेंट्रल में अगर आप जाओगे, सेंट्रल एशिया के बिल्कुल सेंट्रल में जो है दैट इज योर Kazakhstan, which is among the 5 countries, Kazakhstan is the largest country in terms of your area, as you can see in the map itself. ठीक है, एंड ये हमारे इमीडिएट नेबर्स पाकिस्तान, नेपाल, भूटान, बांग्लादेश, श्रीलंका। ठीक, चलो, सो स्पेसिफिकली अब हम बात करते हैं सेंट्रल एशिया की, बिकॉज आज का हमारा टॉपिक भी है। सो नाउ यू कैन सी काजाकिस्तान लार्जेस्ट दिस बाउंड्री, आई मीन द लार्जेस्ट एरिया in terms of area wise अगर हम बात करें काजाकिस्तान, we have the largest country, largest nation in Central Asian republics among the 5 nations. Fine, इसकी कैपिटल है ये जो आपको रेड में डॉट में शो कर रहा है, that is capital. So काजाकिस्तान की अस्ताना. Fine, then अगर हम नीचे से बात करें, इंडिया के रिस्पेक्ट में बात करें, तो पाकिस्तान आपको दिख रहा है, पाकिस्तान के नीचे इंडिया. Then फर्दर अगर आप नॉर्थ की बात करो तो कश्मीर के ऊपर, after Pakistan, of course, POK. After Tajikistan, then Kyrgyzstan. इनकी कैपिटल भी देखो, ताजिकिस्तान की दुशानबे, किर्गिस्तान की बिश्केक, ये भी पिछले साल न्यूज में रहे हैं, I mean the last year only. Then तुर्कमेनिस्तान, तुर्कमेनिस्तान अशगाबाद, अशगाबाद एग्रीमेंट भी हम बात करेंगे. So this is important to remember that Ashgabat is the capital of Turkmenistan. Then we have Uzbekistan, that is ताशकंद, जहां पे हमारे फॉर्मर प्राइम मिनिस्टर लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी की, यस, व्हाट हैपेंड, किसी ने सुना है ताशकंद फाइल्स? किसी को कोई आइडिया? आशीष?
नो सर.
ओके, सो बेसिकली दिस at this, I mean the Tashkent only, or this Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri took his last break. ठीक है, so this is the place Tashkent. ठीक है, उज्बेकिस्तान की कैपिटल है, ध्यान रखना आप लोगों ने. Let's go forward. So this is important. Fine. So, I mean, now we'll be talking about the India-Asia relations, जो आज का हमारा टॉपिक है. अभी तक हमने थोड़े बहुत ब्रॉडर आइडियाज देखे. So, remember that India and Central Asia के relations ऐसा नहीं है कि post Soviet Union disintegration, I mean disintegration 1991 में जो सोवियत यूनियन की हुई, उस टाइम से हमारा relations बिल्डअप होने स्टार्ट हो गए. बट अगर हम सिविलाइजेशनली बात करें, कल्चरली बात करें, हिस्टोरिकली बात करें, तो we do have relations. In fact, the broader relations with these regions, especially the Mongolia, including these Central Asian republics. Now, how? So, trade goods and ideas through, you know, these are the common things, especially the Silk Route, जिसको हम बोलते थे in past, ठीक है, ancient times में. But more important point is the second point, that is Alexander of Macedonia, the great Alexander, ठीक है, of Macedonia. So Macedonia. Alongside that, Kushans. Alexander के बाद Kushans. Now, ancient history जब आप पढ़ोगे तो Kushans का एक time period आता है, that is 1st AD to 3rd AD. Fine. So ये time period इनका है कि Kushans, I mean Kushans were basically the foreign successor rulers of Mauryas. So post Mauryas में जब आप देखोगे, post Mauryas और pre Gupta era, so you find कि जिनकी हिस्ट्री होगी उनको आइडिया होगा, जिनकी नहीं हुई है वेट फॉर दैट, आपको भी पता लग जाएगा. बट फॉर द टाइम बीइंग कंसीडर इट कि पोस्ट मौर्य, जो आफ्टर चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य एंड अशोका स्पेशली, जब ये मौर्य डायनेस्टी खत्म हुई, तो उसके बाद जब फॉरेन, आई मीन दिस सक्सेसर जो हुए इंडिया में, फॉरेन रूलर्स, वन अमंग देम वाज योर कुशान्स, कुशान डायनेस्टी. ठीक है, एंड द कुशान्स की जो ग्रेटेस्ट किंग हुए, दैट वाज, किसी को आइडिया? आशीष? Kushans greatest king. Anybody? नो आइडिया। कनिष्का, कनिष्का, कनिष्का का नाम सुना है? चलो जिसकी हिस्ट्री होगी उसने सुना होगा, जिसकी नहीं सुना। सो कनिष्का बेसिकली कुषाण डायनेस्टी थी, कुषाण डायनेस्टी। सो बेसिकली रिमेंबर कि दिस कुषाण डायनेस्टी बिलोंग टू अ नोमैडिक ट्राइब, जिसको हम एवची ट्राइब बोल देते हो, YEUCHI, एवची ट्राइब। ये सिर्फ लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, बस माइंड में रखना। सो एवची ट्राइब बेसिकली दिस ट्राइब वाज अ नोमैडिक ट्राइब। सो सेंट्रल एशिया से ये इंडिया में आए थे, ठीक है। एंड ये कुशान्स ने रूल किया इंडिया पे। एंड इनकी कैपिटल जो थी दैट वाज पेशावर वन, एंड द अदर वाज इन मथुरा, ठीक। So this is how we trace the historical relations. The other is Babur. Babur 1526 में बाबर इंडिया में आए, ठीक है। So 1526 when Babur came to India, that started the Mughal era in India, Mughal dynasty. So basically Babur belonged to a valley called Fargana Valley, and that Fargana Valley is or was especially Fargana Valley lies in Fargana Valley, basically located in your Uzbekistan, one of Central Asian Republic, ठीक है, Fargana Valley. So Babur, then Mughals, Babur started this. So Mughals era, then Humayun, Akbar, all. उसके बाद Sufism, yes, Sufism, especially you have this even the travelers like Al-Biruni, then we have this Amir Khusro, and especially and the other Sufi saints who played important role in cultural links, especially in establishing cultural link between Central Asia and India. So this is ancient or medieval period की जब हम बात करते हैं, so this is the beginning, or this was the beginning. So this is some the especially the historical background की जब हम बात करते हैं, so we have both this perspective, ancient as well as ancient medieval as well as modern. So modern की अगर हम जब बात करते हैं तो great game in 19th century. So great game in 19th century, anybody किसी को कोई idea what is this great game or what was this great game in 19th century? Anyone? जिसकी हिस्ट्री हो गई हो, मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री स्पेशली, आशीष? किसी को कोई आइडिया नहीं? चलो, so great game in 19th century, basically this began with this, yes, coming of Britishers. The Britishers ने रूल किया इंडिया पे, एंड स्पेशली द ब्रिटिशर्स तो एक टाइम पे ये लगने लगा अपने टाइम में कि कहीं ना ऐसा हो सकता है कि रशियन एम्पायर जो है वो अटैक कर दे और इंडिया को हमसे, नॉट इवन ओनली इंडिया बट इवन की जो भी सब कॉन्टिनेंट में जिनके ऊपर ये लोग रूल कर रहे थे, इंक्लूडिंग अफगानिस्तान, म्यांमार, सो बर्मा टू से, उस टाइम हम बर्मा बोलते थे म्यांमार को। सो इस डर की वजह से एक अफगानिस्तान जो है, अफगानिस्तान को एज अ बफर स्टेट, बफर स्टेट, यू अंडरस्टैंड, buffer state is a state between two rival powers, fine, two hostile powers, two arch enemies basically. So Russia on the other hand, northern Asia and South Asia, the whole south continent was under British rule. So Britishers को कहीं ना कहीं ये लगने लगा एक टाइम पे कि ऐसा ना हो कि रशिया वाले अटैक कर दें एंड हमारे से सब, so this was a fear in the mind of Britishers. And because of that, this particular phrase "great game" is in context to the Russian and British rivalry, and in this rivalry, Afghanistan was used as a buffer state. to safeguard the British interest in the Indian subcontinent. ठीक है, उसके बाद Cold War, as I mentioned, Cold War, you know, this was between USSR and that is Soviet Union and US, United States of America, and with इसके बीच में क्या होता है, सेंट्रल एशियन काउंसिल हमने ओपन की ताशकंद में. ताशकंद इज द कैपिटल ऑफ, यस, ताशकंद, यस, उज्बेकिस्तान. सो 1987 में, so this again shows the importance or the, you know, shows the importance that we attach to these regions since beginning. I mean, it's not like after 1991 हमारे relations started. No, we are there since the ancient times, or we have this cultural links or connections since ancient times, and even during Cold War we had this kind of relations. So after, I mean, post, you know, Soviet disintegration in 90s, you can see what happened post 1991 once Soviet Union disintegrated. So those members, I mean, every single country was, you know, gaining at that time independence from this bloc. So we gave primacy to this independence, as well as because we ourselves had been the colony and we knew the importance of independence. So उसके बाद अगर आप देखो उसके बाद 90s में देखो तो slowly हमारे relations start to build up होना. Then we had this, I mean, we established diplomatic presence in the region. Then we provided assistance to anti-Taliban Northern Alliance. Now most of you definitely would be aware of Northern Alliance. I mean, कुछ तो सुना ही होगा, हिंदी न्यूज़ चैनल्स वाले भी बड़े दिखाते थे जब ये, I mean, once Afghanistan left once US left Afghanistan in chaotic situation. So I mean, Northern Alliance was the one group to the, I mean, charge of safeguarding especially the Afghanistan, especially the northern Afghanistan. So yes, anybody, any idea about Northern Alliance? किसको बोलते हैं, क्या, कौन है? Yes, थोड़ा बहुत मैंने दे दिया hint. Yes, हाँ जी, yes, anybody? आशीष, कहीं नहीं सुना नॉर्दर्न अलायंस, एंटी तालिबान? So basically Northern Alliance क्या है? You know कि when this America left US in a chaotic, this not US but Afghanistan in a chaotic situation, and Taliban took over Afghanistan, then Northern Alliance basically is centered in one of the provinces of Afghanistan, which lies in the northern part of Afghanistan, and that is Panjshir. आप लोगों ने सुना होगा आज तक कभी पंजशीर के इलाके? नहीं? So Panjshir, P-A-N-J, Panjshir. So this is one of the province of Afghanistan which lies in the northern part. If you see, I mean, north में अफगानिस्तान जो है उसके north में this is a province. वहां पे दो लोग थे. One is called your this Masood plus Dostum. This way go back to 1998, 99 and 2001, 96, 95 to 96 to जब यहाँ पे 5 साल तालिबान ने, I mean at that time when Taliban ruled over this 98 से इनकी वहाँ पे रूल थी फर्स्ट तालिबान. That's why we call this Taliban 2.0. But Taliban 1.0, ठीक है, was the Taliban which ruled Afghanistan between 1999 and 2001 in the same fashion by overthrowing the elected government. So what happened during that time? This Panjshir was the only region which didn't surrender before Taliban, and this was the only region which ruled itself. Apart from Taliban, Taliban could not overtake or rule over this Panjshir region because of the two fighters who didn't surrender before the Taliban, and those were Masood and Dostum. Remember, the issue is जो Taliban है, kind of terrorist groups, not, and basically the Islamists this, but remember, and mostly ये जो group है, it belongs to either Pakistan or Afghanistan. Fine, most of them are natives, but जो ये मसूद एंड दोस्तम की जो दो ये हैं लोग थे, इनकी जो दो ग्रुप्स थे, रिमेंबर दे वर वन बिलोंग टू ताजिकिस्तान, ताजिक, एंड अदर बिलोंग टू योर उज्बेकिस्तान. At some point in history they came back to Afghanistan. ठीक है, so जो ये मसूद है ताजिकिस्तान, ठीक है, तो ताजिकिस्तान ओरिजिन की थी, ये थे, ठीक है, एंड दिस Dostum from Uzbekistan. So now getting that, this is about ethnicity. One is the native, others are migrated, immigrant population. Fine, but still इनको हम पश्तून के लड़ाके भी आपने सुने होंगे. So basically they were, they didn't surrender and they rather chose to fight this terrorist group called Taliban. ठीक है, तो उन्हीं के now there was अभी जो charge जिसने दिया था, that was the son of Masood, but this time this Panjshir जो कभी पिछले 1.4 तालिबान के टर्म पे फॉल नहीं हुआ था, but this time Taliban did control over this region as well. So now Taliban today have control over whole of Afghanistan, fine, including this Panjshir. ठीक है, so this is about Northern Alliance. उसके बाद देखो, it rotated through Tajikistan. Tajikistan also became the location of India's first overseas military base. Yeah, अगर इंडिया के बाहर किसी कंट्री में हमारी मिलिट्री बेस है या थी सबसे फर्स्ट, that was ताजिकिस्तान. So remember this. उसके बाद अगर हम बात करते हैं 1990s के बाद, अगर 2000 की बात करें तो इंडिया ताजिकिस्तान साइंड अ बायलैटरल डिफेंस एग्रीमेंट. ठीक है, यहाँ से हमारे एग्रीमेंट्स, यहाँ से हमारी एंगेजमेंट ज्यादा स्टार्ट हुई. अगर आप हम बात करें तो फ्रॉम हियर ऑन आवर दिस रिलेशंस एक्सेलरेटेड, बट अगेन civil nuclear cooperations with Kazakhstan, officially this intergovernmental agreement on TAPI. Yes, TAPI pipeline है एक हमने, because as I said initially this region as a whole, Central Asian Republic is hydrocarbon rich regions. So hydrocarbon, both your petroleum products as well including natural gas. So यहाँ से तुर्कमेनिस्तान से propose किया गया कि तुर्कमेनिस्तान बाय अफगानिस्तान, पाकिस्तान, इंडिया को एक गैस पाइपलाइन जाएगी. बट considering our relations with Pakistan now at present, instability in your Afghanistan, you can understand what kind of gas we might get. ठीक, so we complete नहीं हुई pipeline, even कि this is not yet, this is not yet operational, now started, so this is struck in between, considering the instability in the regions especially. उसके बाद अगर हम post first decade के बाद second decade की हम बात करें, so 2012 में you can say India launched its Connect Central Asia policy. First time we emphasized on giving primacy to our relations in 2012 with the launching of our first policy, and that was Connect Central Asia policy. Fine. After that, remember, after 2012, 3 years, remember, first time our then Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao visited 4 countries apart from Turkmenistan, not Tajikistan in during 93-95. ठीक है. Post that our current Prime Minister visited these Central Asian republics, all 5 republics, fine, in 2015, fine, and from that time onwards, so current dispensation do have, you know, emphasis on improving our ties, bilateral ties, including this engagement at multilateral forums, fine. So you can see कि 2017 में इंडिया joined the SCO. Yes, SCO की हम पिछले लेक्चर्स में बात कर चुके हैं. Since SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, we have discussed that it was created to this one, right? And initially it was called Shanghai 5. Then in 2017, India and Pakistan both joined the same year. And then currently, Kalindi, how many members are there currently? Yes.
Where, sir?
SCO.
I am not aware, sir.
How many members are there in SCO at present? Anybody? Someshri?
No, sir.
Okay. हमने डिस्कस कर चुके हैं हम ये चीजें SCO के बारे में बहुत पहले. So currently, earlier जब हमने डिस्कस किया था, there were 8 members, including this. I mean, remember China, Russia, 2, India, Pakistan, 4 हो गए. 4 आपके तान वाली कंट्रीज हैं, एक्सेप्ट तुर्कमेनिस्तान. ठीक है. So 8 हो गए. एंड करंटली अभी लास्ट मंथ ही ज्वाइन किया है आपके ईरान में. So total 9 countries at present in SCO. ठीक है. So इसका ध्यान रखना. Then 2019 India Central Asia Dialogue Forum started. Then after that India Central Asia Business Council. Then I mean after that अगर आप देखो तो हमारी जो engagement है with respect to Central Asia बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ी है last especially 2-3 months में, especially post I mean this Afghanistan, this Taliban control over Afghanistan. So जो जब से तालिबान अफगानिस्तान में आया तब से, because you know कि इंडिया, आप लोग न्यूज़ पेपर में पढ़ते हो कि इंडिया was not directly party to the peace process, you know, this peace process negotiations going on between Taliban and this United States. So that's the reason we say that the United States is a country which cannot be relied upon, because at that time, because we have lots of, you know, our interests involved in, because we have invested, you know, billions of dollars in Afghanistan. So here are, you know, the security to the assets or our companies which are working there, unki security, even of diplomats ki dekh sakte ho. I mean, there was a scenario when everybody wanted to leave Afghanistan. So these kind of situations which resulted or which forced India to start engagement or accelerate our engagements with the neighboring countries of Afghanistan, especially the Central Asia as well. I mean, अगर आप देखोगे तो अफगानिस्तान से 3 सेंट्रल एशियन रिपब्लिक्स की तीन जो कंट्रीज हैं जिनकी बाउंड्री लगती है, एंड दे आर सी, देखो यहाँ पे अफगानिस्तान, हियर वी हैव अफगानिस्तान, उसके बाद तुर्कमेनिस्तान, देन उज्बेकिस्तान की भी बाउंड्री लगती है समवेयर, उसके बाद ताजिकिस्तान. सो दीज आर 3 कंट्रीज विच बाउंड्रीज टचेस अफगानिस्तान. एंड अगर अफगानिस्तान में इंस्टेबिलिटी है तो इनमें भी हो सकती है, बिकॉज इनकी बाउंड्रीज को यू नो सेफगार्ड रखने के लिए आई मीन एक अच्छा रिलेशन बिल्डअप करके रखना जरूरी है. एंड दैट्स व्हाई इंडिया इज एंगेजिंग विद, बिकॉज and other reason is that the fallout of this could be in Jammu and Kashmir, because Taliban could encourage, you know, this terrorist activities in Jammu and Kashmir. So that's the reason that why I mean we say that कहते हैं ना कि दुश्मन के दुश्मन दोस्त. So plus in international relations always remember no country or no relation is permanent. Fine. No country is enemy or permanent, no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, but only what is permanent is your interest. So the nations of, the nation's interest is primary, rest everything is secondary. Fine, but still we should not leave our old friends when we get the new ones, right? So that's it so far. I mean, the brief background about India-Central Asia relations. Now, don't worry, I'll be providing you the write-ups as well, because the important thing, I mean, the questions that could be asked or for which we need to write answer, and for that purpose, we need to have some write-ups as well. But before that, let me again sum up that this particular, I mean, in the last 1.5 months, if you see, this topic has become very, especially these regions has become very important from the exam point of view, because this has been in news, and Central Asia is giving an outlet to India with respect to our engagements or to safeguarding our $1 billion investment in Afghanistan. Fine. First thing. So that's why we are inviting the 5 heads of Central Asian republics, to whom we call presidents. So presidents of these 5 nations on our Republic Day. Fine. So this again shows the importance that we are giving to this region. Next. So अशगाबाद एग्रीमेंट की भी बात करेंगे, जब मैं लिखवाऊंगा तो उसमें अशगाबाद की बात आएगी, उससे पहले हम इसको डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. So देखो how India is, accelerating its engagement. So there is one project called North-South Transport Corridor. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट वाली लाइन में ज्यादा क्लियर होगी, नेक्स्ट इमेज में देखेंगे. सो हाँ, सी पहले हम इसकी बात कर लेते हैं. सो अशगाबाद एग्रीमेंट जो है और नॉर्थ साउथ कॉरिडोर, रेल कॉरिडोर, नॉर्थ साउथ कॉरिडोर जो है, सी द येलो लाइंस, स्पेशली नॉर्थ साउथ कॉरिडोर में यही है कि हम इंडिया से, दैट इज हमारा मुंबई पोर्ट है या कांडा पोर्ट है, उसको जोड़ा जाएगा कहां, मॉस्को और सेंट पीटर्सबर्ग, रशिया. ठीक, बट इसमें इतनी क्लैरिटी नहीं है, हम नेक्स्ट में देखते हैं. बट यहाँ पे जो इंपॉर्टेंट हमारे लिए, दैट इज अशगाबाद एग्रीमेंट. अशगाबाद इज कैपिटल ऑफ, यस, किसकी कैपिटल है?
तुर्कमेनिस्तान.
यस. सो अशगाबाद के अंडर देख सकते हो कि इसमें 5 सेंट्रल एशियन कंट्रीज हैं, इंक्लूडिंग योर ओमान. आई मीन इसकी कलर यहाँ पे देखो, कलर शेडिंग करी हुई है. सो दिस रीजन कवर्स, अशगाबाद कवर्स योर, अकॉर्डिंग टू कलर शेड, होल ऑफ सेंट्रल एशिया रीजन alongside your Gulf of Oman, or Oman as a nation. This Oman, यहाँ पे ओमान है. So that's what I'm saying कि this जो भी हम मैप्स अभी कर रहे हैं, these maps are very important because Middle East, West Asia ये हमेशा ही न्यूज़ में रहते हैं, and because he used to ask other this every second or every other year your one map based question from these regions. ठीक है. सो अशगाबाद एग्रीमेंट ध्यान रखना, इट्स अ मल्टी मॉडल एग्रीमेंट. इसकी बात हम आगे करते हैं. फॉर द टाइम बीइंग, सी INST जो हम लास्ट में भी देख रहे थे. सो दैट इज इंटरनेशनल नॉर्थ साउथ ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉरिडोर. इसमें क्या है कि एक कॉरिडोर बनाने की बात चल रही है, दैट इज टू जॉइन द नॉर्थ एंड सदर्न पार्ट ऑफ एशिया, बेसिकली northern as far as your Russia, stretching to Russia, that is St. Petersburg, and southern, that is Mumbai. Fine. So earlier देखो जो स्टैंडर्ड रूट है, अगर अभी हमें सेंट पीटर्सबर्ग भेजना हो, कुछ कोई भी शिपमेंट हमारी जाती है, तो it takes, see how long the route. Fine. So cost cutting alongside faster shipment, movement of goods. See, we were developing a maritime route from this our Mumbai port to directly this St. Petersburg in Russia, and comprising every other country in between. We have Iran, Bandar Abbas port. Fine. Then Chabahar port की भी हम बात करेंगे. India has built up in this Iran, so उसको भी लिंक करने की बात चल रही है कि इसे लिंक कर दिया जाए. Then Azerbaijan, Baku capital, ठीक है. Then Moscow, then St. Petersburg, एंड यहाँ पे ये भी बात चल रही है कि बाकी जो सेंट्रल एशियन कंट्रीज स्पेशली जो इसके रूट पे आते हैं उनको भी हमें उनको भी वी शुड लिंक टू देम एज वेल. सो यहाँ पे देखो इट स्टार्टेड इन 2000, साइंड इन 2000 स्पेशली इन सेंट पीटर्सबर्ग. कौन-कौन सी कंट्रीज हैं यहाँ पे मेंशन है? ईरान, रशिया, इंडिया एज फाउंडिंग मेंबर्स. एक्सपेंडेड टू इंक्लूड 11 न्यू मेंबर्स. इसमें आप देख सकते हो कि जो तान वाली कंट्रीज है, जो सेंट्रल एशियन रिपब्लिक्स हैं, उसमें से आपके यहाँ पे कजाकिस्तान है, किर्गिस्तान है, ताजिकिस्तान है एंड और क्या, और कोई भी नहीं है. सो यहाँ पे रिमेंबर 2 तान नहीं है आपके पास, दैट इज तुर्कमेनिस्तान एंड यस एक क्या नहीं है, उज्बेकिस्तान. सो 2 नहीं है, ठीक है. aims to link India and Iran by the sea route and then through Iran to the Caspian Sea onwards to Central Asia. So here we have Caspian Sea. ठीक है, this is maritime route, that's why going along the seashore. ठीक है. So that's it for map, I think. हाँ, so map के लिए हमारे पास इतना कुछ ही था. Now let's so far everybody clarity हुई, I mean things are clear कि क्या issue है, क्या why India is increasing its engagement with Central Asia, why this region is important for us, why why now we are emphasizing more on our relations with these regions. Yes, anybody? कोई अगर issue है, any doubts so far, let me know. कोई भी question, anybody? कुछ clear ना हुआ हो? Anyone? है किसी को कोई doubt? नहीं? चलो, अगर नहीं है तो give the first heading for the day, and that is firstly give the headings India Central Asia, India Central Asia relations, India Central Asia relations. This form the part of your GS2 syllabus, that is international relations. Okay, so give the first heading, write down some intro, and that is write down Central Asian Republics. First point, Central Asian Republics, Central Asian Republics, जिसको CR भी बोलते हैं. Central Asian Republics, इसमें वही 5 तार वाली कंट्रीज आएंगी. So Central Asian Republics form a part of India's extended neighborhood. Form a part of India's extended neighborhood. Extended neighborhood. इनमें पर जो हमारे immediate neighbors हैं, we have for them neighborhood first policy, and then these are extended because these are not immediate neighbors but they are immediate neighbors. ठीक है, so that's why we have extended our neighborhood policies to further to Central Asia. Second point, India has several millennia. India has several millennia. India has several millennia old historical, cultural and civilizational links. Historical, cultural and civilizational links with Central Asia. With Central Asia. Next point, and the most important for the current relevance, India deals with Central Asia. India deals with Central Asia at multiple levels. At multiple levels. इसमें ABC करके लिखना. India deals with Central Asia at multiple levels. Point A, at the bilateral level. At the bilateral level. Bilateral, you understand? Between two countries. I mean, when India is engaging with other Asian republics. So, bilateral level. Point B, at the multilateral level. At the multilateral level, through platforms such as the SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, platforms such as the SCO, that is Shanghai Cooperation Organization, then conference on interaction and confidence building measures. Then conference on interaction and confidence building measures in Asia, ब्रैकेट में लिखना सिक्का, CICA, सिक्का. I mean, these are the platforms for multilateral engagement between India. I mean, multilateral, understand, engagement between two or more countries. Okay? So, at multilateral, we have platforms like SCO and SICA through which we interact with Central Asian republics and the United Nations as well. So, इसमें तीन SCO, SICA and United Nations. Now, what is SICA? So, SICA जो है, remember, it's again as we are discussing about multilateral, so it's a multilateral forum for enhancing cooperation towards promoting peace, stability, security in Asia. Okay? So it's a multilateral forum focusing on peace and security in Asia as a whole. Fine. Next is, इसमें बहुत सारे members हैं, around 27 countries including India as well, Russia, China. Third major point into this, दो हो गए. Third, that is C point, and that is multi-layered engagements. Multi-layered. Multi-layered engagement between India and Central Asia, such as India Central Asia dialogue, at the foreign ministers level. जैसे मैंने कहा कि हमारे फॉरेन मिनिस्टर अभी लास्ट वीक ऑफ दिसंबर गए थे कहां, फिर उन्होंने पहले वो गए थे ताजिकिस्तान, then after that he hosted their counterparts from all 5 nations in India. Fine. Who is our current foreign minister? Muktika.
S. Jaishankar.
Yes. Okay. So this is the current relevance, that how we are engaging with Central Asia. Clear है यहाँ तक सबको? किसी को कुछ छूटा तो नहीं? क्या बात, बोल क्यों नहीं रहे हो? So next, Next give the heading subheading, and that is significance of Central Asia for India. Significance of Central Asia क्या है हमारे लिए? Number 1, natural and mineral resources. Natural and mineral resources. Natural and mineral resources इसमें लिखो. These countries are, or the CARs, that is Central Asian Republics. CARs, कुछ भी लिख लो. CARs are endowed, ENDOWED, are endowed with commercially viable quantities. Are endowed with commercially viable quantities of most minerals like coal, gas, uranium, जो आपको न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर चलाने के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, जरूरत पड़ती है, यूरेनियम, गोल्ड, lead, zinc, iron ore, tin, copper, manganese, etc. सब लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, मेन 4-5 लिख लो, etc. So you know कि we have, most of our we are mostly dependent on the West Asia for our especially the petroleum products, import of petroleum products. So with the changing dynamics, no doubt we have good relations at this moment, but as I said, nothing is permanent in international relations. Fine. So with the changing dynamics at the regional levels, fine, especially in the Asia itself, so we need to diversify our sources of these petroleum products as well. And Central Asia is one of the best outlet as far as current time is concerned, because even Central Asia, remember, Central Asia को क्या मजबूरी है इंडिया के साथ रिलेशन क्यों बनाना चाहते हैं अच्छे? Because first is Afghanistan में because of terrorists and because of 3 countries, border and sharing with alongside this along with this Afghanistan. So because if any instability or at present is acceptable, that is Taliban has taken over this Afghanistan, so of course we can see the instability there. So they also want to engage, or they also want to enhance their defense ties with India, because we do have missiles, we have defense capabilities where we can even कि हम आज भी हमारे एक्सरसाइजेस होते हैं उनकी मिलिट्री के साथ, हम उनको डिफेंस, especially in the field of defense, we do provide trainings to their this personnel as well, defense personnel. But I mean, relation is all about give and take, right? So on the one hand, they can be outlet for us in the form of natural resources, especially uranium, petrol products, fine, and we can be useful for them in the field of defense, fine. We have because our acceptability is more in Afghanistan with the people of Afghanistan, not with Taliban. So somewhere the people of Afghanistan do have good we have goodwill, or the India's goodwill lies in the heart of Afghanistani people, because we have done a lot, or we are doing even on humanitarian ground. Even 2 दिन पहले अगर आपने न्यूज़ में पढ़ी हो तो हमने वैक्सीन भेजी, right? So this is how, these are called the soft diplomacy tools basically. So we have a good soft diplomacy, or we have done wonderful on this part in the past as well. We are doing at present. So somewhere अगर हमारे relations उससे अच्छे बनते हैं, आप मेरे से बना के रखते हो, so ultimately we are getting, अगर 3 लोग हैं तो आपस में 2 की बनती है, तीसरे की नहीं बनती, अगर तीसरे की पहले से बनती है तो समवेयर जो बीच वाला बंदा है उसको भी बीच में ले लेंगे, कहीं ना कहीं 2 से बन रही तो तीसरे को भी बना देंगे, समझ रहे हो? सो इस तरीके से रिलेशंस, इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस में आपकी इवॉल्व होती है विद द टाइम, फाइन, एंड दैट्स हाउ यू सिक्योर योर इंटरेस्ट. So this way we both could be useful for each other, right, as a nation. So mineral resources की ज़्यादा बात हुई. Full stop. Kyrgyzstan, full stop. Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan have enormous hydel resources, hydel power. So enormous hydel resources. Thus the region can help in India's quest, QUEST, quest for energy security. So these reasons could be useful for us with respect to energy security and in diversification of our imports, especially with respect to the petrol products and mineral resources as well. Second point, geostrategic. I mean, geostrategically significant कैसे है हमारे लिए area. So second point is geostrategic. What is geostrategic? आशीष, पेपर्स में हर दूसरे दिन तीसरे दिन ये वर्ड फाइंड मिलता है, पढ़ते हो ना, जियो इकोनॉमिक्स, जियो पॉलिटिक्स, जियो स्ट्रेटेजी. क्या मतलब इन सबके? मीन जियो स्ट्रेटेजी का क्या मतलब? यस, एनीबॉडी? कलिंदी, मोनिका, कनिका? यस, कोई भी बता सकता है? सौम्याश्री? Yes.
So maybe geostrategic means according to geographic location. Is something.
Geostrategic is basically it deals with your strategy required in dealing with your geopolitics, and geopolitics is the political relations, especially in the field which is connected to a particular geography. Geography in terms of your nations or the region, like Central Asia, like West Asia, like East Asia. So yes, some terms interlinked हैं. Then we used another term that is geoeconomics. So geography as alongside economics, geopolitics, geography plus politics, geostrategic, strategically important. I mean strategically important. Geo in terms of geopolitics, strategy in dealing with your geopolitical issues. ठीक है? So write down under this geopolitics column, write down traditionally CAR, I mean just write down Central Asia, CA. Traditionally, Central Asia has been an arena of great game को इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में लिखना. Full stop. The modern version, I mean the modern version of that great game of 20th century, the modern version is being played out even today, full stop. For example, Russia, China, US, Iran, Pakistan, India, EU, Japan, Russia, US, China, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Japan, Europe, etc. have all substantial security and economic interest in the region. Have substantial security and economic interest in the region. Full stop. Next, security. Third point, security.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ji. Security. Security, next point. Peace and stability in the region. Peace and stability in the region. Peace and stability in the region is crucial for India's security. For India's security. India's security. Full stop. For example, drug trade, for example, illegal drug trade emanating emanating from Golden Crescent, इसको सिंगल इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में लिखना गोल्डन क्रेसेंट को, from Golden Crescent of opium production is threat to regional security. आशीष, गोल्डन क्रेसेंट किसको बोलते हैं? गोल्डन क्रेसेंट एंड गोल्डन ट्रायंगल, हमने दो चीज की बात की थी
सर। ईस्ट और वेस्ट जो तीन कंट्रीज थी उनको बोलते हैं।
कौन सी कंट्रीज हैं गोल्डन क्रेसेंट में?
सर आई थिंक सर वेस्ट साइड वाली।
कहाँ पे आएगी, वेस्ट और ईस्ट?
तो वेस्ट।
तो कौन सी कंट्रीज है इसमें?
सर अफगानिस्तान, पाकिस्तान एंड दिमाग में नहीं आया। ईरान है सर।
सो गोल्डन क्रेसेंट, सो यू नो कि अगर ओपियम यहाँ इलीगल ड्रग्स ट्रेड हो रहे हैं तो इंडिया के लिए भी खतरा है, पाकिस्तान तो हमेशा ही खतरा है हमारे लिए, नहीं? सो बीइंग नेबरिंग कंट्रीज और नेबर, एंड अफगानिस्तान में इंस्टेबिलिटी है तो उसमें जम्मू कश्मीर में तालिबान आतंकवादी रिलेटेड ये एक्टिविटीज जो है, टेररिस्ट एक्टिविटीज, उसको प्रमोट कर सकते हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाई फ्रॉम बोथ साइड्स, including in terms of both goods and services, we have security threats. So next is agriculture. Central Asia has huge cultivable areas. जैसे आपने देखा कि एरियाज मैप पे कितना बड़ा दिख रहा है, तो रियल में कितना होगा? स्पेशली द एरियाज ऑफ कजाकिस्तान. So Central Asia has huge cultivable areas lying barren, full stop. Uzbekistan alone offers an enormous opportunity for cultivation of pulses. Offers an enormous opportunity for cultivation of pulses. सो हमारे को सिर्फ जनरल ही पता नहीं होना चाहिए, हम कंट्री स्पेसिफिक कुछ एग्जांपल्स कोट करेंगे तो अच्छे मार्क्स कर सकते हैं, राइट? सो enormous opportunity for cultivation of pulses. You know कि इंडिया इज वन ऑफ द, क्या हमारी पोजीशन है pulses के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में? सौम्याश्री,
I'm not sure, sir. It's second or third.
कलिंदी,
Not sure, sir.
क्यों? इंडियन इकोनॉमी हुई नहीं आप लोगों की? सर की क्लासेस होंगी कि नहीं हुई अभी? ये तो बेसिक्स इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट रिलेटेड, आई मीन सर के बुक में टेबल में भी गिवन है. सो pulses में रिमेंबर India is one of, I mean, the largest producers as well as largest importer. So दोनों में ही हम टॉप पे हैं ऑलमोस्ट, ठीक? So pulses में जब जैसे आप देखते हो ना कि pulses में क्या होता है कि हमारे को इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता है. रेट्स अभी भी नो डाउट बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ चुके हैं, बट एक टाइम होता है, जैसे पीक टाइम, जैसे अनियंस के प्राइस आप देखते हो, अगर आज 50 है तो टाइम होता है जब 100 के क्रॉस कर जाता है, राइट? सो उस टाइम पे उस चैलेंजेस को, आई मीन उस emergencies को मीट करने के लिए we can rely upon them. They can be reliable partners, fine, from where we can import pulses. या हमारी प्राइवेट पार्टीज या वहां पे जाके कल्टीवेशन कर सकती है pulses की. I mean they can help the farmers both financially and technologically as well. ठीक है? First off, India agribusiness companies can set up commercial agro slash industrial complexes, can set up agro-industrial complexes in Central Asia. Full stop. Last point under significance: trade and investment. सेंट्रल एशिया, हर जगह सेंट्रल एशिया लिखने की जरूरत नहीं बाबा, सीए लिखो बस. सेंट्रल एशिया सीए इज अ ह्यूज कंज्यूमर मार्केट, जैसे हमें कहा जाता है कि इंडिया इज वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट कंज्यूमर मार्केट बिकॉज ऑफ पॉपुलेशन. सो ह्यूज कंज्यूमर मार्केट सेंट्रल एशियन रिपब्लिक्स भी है. सीए, सेंट्रल एशिया इज अ ह्यूज कंज्यूमर मार्केट फॉर अ रेंज ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज व्हिच इंडिया कैन प्रोवाइड. So जैसे हम अमेरिकन के लिए ह्यूज मार्केट है, कंज्यूमर मार्केट, वैसे ही हमारे लिए सेंट्रल एशियन जो रिपब्लिक्स है कंज्यूमर मार्केट हो सकती है. ठीक है ना? बिग कंज्यूमर मार्केट्स. फॉर फुल स्टॉप. फॉर इंडिया economic cooperation is possible through joint ventures in banking, insurance, agriculture, IT. You know, service sector में हमारे IT का, I mean, जबरदस्त, I mean, we are one of the major You can say IT, especially the software producers. So IT and the pharmaceutical industry, generally we are called the pharmacy of the world. So pharmaceutical. So in these fields, we can somewhere help and engage our contribution as well in Central Asia.
Sir, can you repeat after banking?
Okay, comma insurance, comma agriculture, comma IT, information technology, and the pharmaceutical industries and pharmaceutical industries. Fine. So these are the significance. Now, what are the challenges? So give the next heading, and that is the challenges. Challenges in India Central Asia relations. In India Central Asia relations. सबसे पहले you can see मैप में भी आपने देखा होगा कि these countries are landlocked countries. कोई maritime route नहीं है connected. I mean connectivity issue is the major challenge. Direct हम I mean because of Pakistan and Afghanistan in between, so direct हमारी connection I mean connectivity नहीं है Central Asian Republic के साथ. Either it's through maritime or your road connectivities. ठीक है? So write down the first point, and that is poor connectivity. Poor connectivity. Trade तभी बढ़ेगी जब connectivity हो. I mean ये जरूरी नहीं है. पाकिस्तान is an example. वहाँ पे हमने बंद कर रखा है तो connectivity होते हुए भी use नहीं हो रहा तो that's a different case. Poor connectivity, but this is one of the essential prerequisite for any trade related activities. So poor connectivity, write down under this the key constraint India faces is a lack of access to Central Asia. Central Asia, full stop. The adverse geographic terrain and the thorny India-Pakistan border dynamics and the thorny India-Pakistan border dynamics, comma, greatly impedes connectivity, comma, greatly impedes, IMPEDES, impedes connectivity, and thereby curbing, CURBING, curbing greater economic cooperation, between India and Central Asia. इसमें लिखो नेक्स्ट लाइन, for example, India's trade with the region amounts to only $2 billion US dollars. For example, India's trade with the region amounts to $2 billion, comma, owing to limited connectivity. Owing to limited connectivity. Full stop. Full stop. Next point, energy geopolitics. Energy geopolitics. Energy. Under this, various reports suggest Indo-Pacific region, that is Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean के बीच में जो regions हैं, so suggest, इसको भी map में locate करना, Indo-Pacific region will become increasingly reliant on oil from the Middle East and the Central Asia. Full stop. Full stop. The scramble, S-C-R-A-M-B-L-E, the scramble, S-C-R-A-M-B-L-E, scramble for oil and gas in Central Asia, the scramble for oil and gas in Central Asia, has attracted several major powers. In the region. Full stop. The presence of major powers, constrains India as a latecomer, latecomer. Constrains India as a latecomer. Next point, volatile security situation. Volatile security situation. Volatile security situation. Volatile security situation. Right on. In addition to traditional security threats, comma, instability in Afghanistan, and Pakistan concerns regarding confrontation between Iran and US, comma, diminishes reliability and safety. required for trade and commerce, diminishes reliability and safety required for trade and commerce, comma, discouraging investments, discouraging investments. Next point and the last point, internal dynamics, internal dynamics, internal dynamics. Under this, delineation, delineation, delineation of borders by communist leadership, So ये बात कर रहे हैं in the context of disintegration of Soviet Union, because Soviet Union was a communist bloc. ठीक है, based on philosophy of Leninism, Marxism, communist. Oh, borders by communist leadership overlooked many ethnic, tribal, linguistic, ethnic, tribal, linguistic, geographical, and even economic factors, Full stop. Consequently, the post-Soviet era saw problems of governance, regulation of border movements, and many interstate disputes. Okay, so we have seen the significance so far, we have seen the challenges. Now what is the way forward? So write down way to, just give the heading way forward. Just a second. Give the heading way forward. Number 1, deepening engagement. India could take the initiative to set up India Central Asia Forum Summit, on the lines of on the lines of India-Africa Forum Summit to discuss issues of mutual concern, and to come up with concrete suggestions. Full stop. Full stop. Next point, revitalizing interaction in cooperation with third countries. इसमें लिखो, there is possibility of India, the US and Russia cooperating in areas such as non-conventional sources of energy, thus containing the dangers of drug trafficking and stabilizing the region as a whole. Next point, defense cooperation. Apart from annual exercises like Kazind, visible है, KAZIND, that is Kazakhstan India defense exercise. Kazakhstan KAZIND India. So like Kazind with Kazakhstan and India, joint manufacturing, setting up of a joint working group, setting up थोड़ा इसको चेंज करो, apart from annual exercises, that is Kazind, ठीक है। उसके बाद joint manufacturing, इसको कंटिन्यू करना, joint manufacturing especially in the defense sector is highly required. Joint manufacturing especially in the defense sector is highly required or is the need of hour. Full stop. Defense cooperation should be institutionalized, institutionalized through mechanisms like setting up a joint working group on defense, and India Central Asia Defense Expo, and India Central Asia Defense Expo can also be organized. Next point, capacity building. India can strengthen its outreach in Central Asia by providing assistance in augmenting in augmenting the social capital, in augmenting the social capital, through programs like the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation, ITEC. That is, programs like Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation, bracket में ITEC, bracket close, program, full stop. MEA should, that is Ministry of External Affairs, MEA, Ministry of External Affairs should prepare a proper database, of former students / trainees, trainees of these programs. I mean जो भी beneficiaries रहे, ठीक है, either students or other training paid, ठीक है. So उनकी, I mean the personnel from different sectors, ठीक है, not just students. So उनकी एक database तैयार करनी चाहिए किसको, MEA को, Ministry of External Affairs. Next is इसी में लिखो सब पॉइंट, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग वाले मेन पॉइंट में एक सब पॉइंट लिखो, ए कर लो या एरो लगा लो, जैसे भी according to your convenience. Write down India's rich experience in managing local self-government can also be helpful to Central Asian countries. Where Mahla culture, MAHALLA, where Mahla culture where Mahila culture, ब्रैकेट में लिखना लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट, महिला कल्चर ब्रैकेट में लिखना लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट is widely prevalent, I mean, this is another area where both this India and Central Asian region can cooperate in the field of local self-government. Local self-government basically panchayats, municipalities. Last point under the way forward is soft diplomacy approach. Write down under this. In contrast to China's images, images as a coercive, COERCIVE, as a coercive hyphen assertive, comma, debt trap, DEBT hyphen trap, comma, debt trap diplomacy, and rising anti-China sentiments, in the region, comma, India can use its soft diplomacy, to take the opportunities presented in the region, presented in the region. लास्ट में एक सेपरेट पेज पे लिखो. I mean, till now you have finished your way forward, you have finished your significance, you have finished the challenges and sum up with the way forward. Now the last point, the last 2-3 points briefly. Whatever we have discussed, like connectivity approach, as we have seen in the section of challenges, the first major and foremost challenge for India is the poor connectivity. So what efforts have been made from the India side in order to augment or boost the connectivity in the region? That's what we see in just 2-3 points. So give the heading connectivity efforts by India. Number 1, International North-South Transport Corridor, ब्रैकेट में लिखना INSTC, International North-South Transport Corridor, ब्रैकेट में INSTC, ब्रैकेट क्लोज. Agreement in 2000 offers connectivity between India and Central Asia region, through Iran. Second point, India has also explored, EXPLORED, explored. India has also explored the possibility of connecting with Central Asia via Iran's Chabahar port. And thereafter overland corridors passing through Afghanistan. कहने का मतलब ये कि इंडिया के सपोज मुंबई पोर्ट से हम चाबहार पोर्ट जाएंगे जो कि ईरान में है, जिसको चाबहार के 2 टर्मिनल्स हैं, उसकी एक टर्मिनल को हमने इंडिया ने विद द हेल्प ऑफ इंडिया जॉइंटली हमने तैयार किया, इंडिया, अफगानिस्तान एंड ईरान में साथ मिलकर के, सो दैट वी कैन यूज दैट पोर्ट और यूज दिस रूट फॉर humanitarian assistance or sending goods in Afghanistan, because in order to bypass the Pakistan route, right? अभी पहले क्या था, पहले इंडिया को पाकिस्तान जाना पड़ता है फिर अफगानिस्तान, but since considering the volatile relation between two brothers, so now we in a way to bypass this Pakistan route, we now directly focusing on from Mumbai port directly landing on Chabahar port in Iran, and then from Iran entering into Afghanistan, and from Afghanistan through road routes, through road connectivity, we can reach to the Central Asian region. Fine. So this is what this point is all about. And the last point, to facilitate transport of goods between India and Central Asia, to facilitate transport of goods between India and Central Asia via Iran, India acceded to ACCEDED. India acceded to the customs convention on international transport of goods in 2017 and joined the Ashgabat agreement, which includes Iran, Oman, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan in 2018. So remember, इस अशगाबाद एग्रीमेंट में ईरान भी है, ओमान भी है, तुर्कमेनिस्तान भी है, उज्बेकिस्तान भी है, ठीक है, in 2018. Since Chabahar is the central focal point, so that's why Iran will be everywhere, and at present, due to US sanction on Iran, we also, before US sanction on Iran happens to be happen to be our second largest oil, this source of oil imports. But now we import nil or zero from Iran. So that's why, since as I said, evolution is all about give and take. So till the time you attain something and giving something in return, the things are good. Getting good, but now in current terms, if you see, since China has stepped up its footprint in every neighbor alongside the extended neighbors of India, so China has a multi-billion dollars investment agreement with Iran recently concluded in the last year only. November, December. So recently, because of China, India is somewhere feeling, isolated, because in China does have this what economic might as well, right? Military to hai, but economic might as well, because China is somewhere the second largest economy, right? So it has the economic might to invest, and that's why China is engaging in debt trap diplomacy. ठीक है, पहले पैसा इतना दे दो कि सामने वाले को लगे कि सब कुछ बढ़िया है, एंड कुछ टाइम के बाद जब मांगना शुरू करो, जब लगे कि वो देने की पोजीशन में नहीं है, एंड फिर जब वो देने की पोजीशन में नहीं दे सकते, ऐसे टाइम पे मांगना है, और फिर कहो कि चलो पैसे नहीं दे सकते, कोई बात नहीं, कुछ टेरिटरी दे दो जो काफी स्ट्रेटेजिकली इंपॉर्टेंट हो, ठीक, जैसे पोर्ट्स हो गए, जैसे कोई मिलिट्री बेस हो गई, राइट? So this is how China is playing its game. Fine. So that's it from my side for so far in India, Central Asia is concerned. If you have any doubt, any query, whatever we have discussed so far, go ahead. Anybody? Yes. Anyone with doubt, with question? Yes? नहीं है?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
सर मेरा 1 घंटा लेट हो गया सर.
अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं, स्टार्टिंग वाले या तो किसी से आशीष इनको नोट्स दे देना भाई, पढ़ लेना, अगर समझ नहीं आता तो कोई बात नहीं, नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम डिस्कस कर लेंगे, ठीक है? थोड़ा बहुत चीजें.
थैंक यू.
Write down a question. Write down a question. Write down a question. Central Asia can be a better alternative for India's energy for India's energy security, safeguarding assets and interests in Afghanistan, safeguarding assets and interests in Afghanistan, a larger consumer market, a market, simply लिखो market For a consumer market, comma, a market for both, a market for both defense as well as goods and services, and an alternative to enhancing its footprints in the region. Enhancing its footprint in the region. Full stop. Discuss. Full stop. Discuss. 250 words, 15 marks. ठीक है? 250 words, 15 marks. ठीक है, हो गया सबका? Yes. Done, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's it. अगर कोई डाउट नहीं है तो अगर है तो बोलो, otherwise we can call up the day.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.